Welcome to this month's yoga flow. Today, our flow will be centered around grounding and on our Earth Day. I invite you to just get on your mat, an easy seated pose. Maybe place one hand over your heart, the other over your solar plexus or sacral chakra. And just breathe deeply here. Really drawing your breath down to your belly, maybe even deeper into your tailbone. Keep breathing. And then just inhale and bring your hands all the way up. Exhaling, dropping your hands to prayer. Inhale again, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, dropping them back to center. One last time, inhaling, stretching them all the way up, and exhaling them back to center. Let's just take a gentle twist here. So coming to the left side, placing that right hand on your knee and twisting to the left, drawing your left shoulder back, taking nice deep breaths, keeping our spine straight. And then come to the other side, taking that left hand now and placing it on your right knee. Breathing. Make sure you roll that right shoulder back. And exhale, come back to center. Now keeping that left hand on the right knee, stretch over with your right hand, really pulling through those fingertips. Getting a nice deep stretch. Now let's interlace your fingers, stretch them up towards the sky, keeping our shoulders down. Dropping the hand, let's go to the other side now. Opposite hand on opposite knee. Really reaching over to the other side. Just breathing in some extra space to your ribs here. Keep breathing and just interlace those fingertips again, pushing them up towards the sky, shoulders away from your ears, and letting the fingers flow back down. Let's just interlace our fingers behind our back, stretching our shoulders open, lifting your head a bit, and let go. Give yourself a nice bear hug, opening up all the way, and then crossing the other arm on top, nice bear hug, and just let go and come to tabletop pose with your knees below your hips, hands below your shoulders, and we're going to do some cat-cows here, really waking up our spine. So inhale for cow, exhale for cat, dropping the head, inhale, lifting the head up, just breathing into our spine. And then just keeping your toes together and your knees together, you're going to come down into rock pose, kind of like child's pose, but the knees are together. Just rest your head here, decompressing the neck. Hands are behind our feet or to the side. Breathing here, feeling how grounded you are in this pose. Just slowly come up, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to come into downward dog. So just pedal out the legs here, warming them up, loosening up our calves and shins, maybe rolling our ankles, firmly planting our hands on the mat and our fingertips, lifting up our right leg, bending it, just stretching it out through like a dog. On the other side now, left leg, just feeling how that pose feels, bending the leg maybe. Now we're going to walk to the front of our mat, just crisscrossing those legs until we get to the top. And just taking a ragdoll fold here, maybe holding on to opposite elbows, bending our knees, rocking from side to side. And slowly roll on up, vertebrae by vertebrae, inch by inch, until our neck is the last thing to roll up. Roll our shoulders back and come to mountain pose. Let's sweep our arms up, inhale. exhale as we fall forward, leading with the heart, forward fold. Come up for halfway lift, and then exhale, bring your feet back, high plank. We're going to drop our knees, slowly come down to our chest. Just come to a little baby cobra, slight back bend. And then coming back to downward dog. Again, stretching out here, lifting the right leg this time, and bringing it to the front of the mat for our warrior one on the right side. So bending into that knee, trying to sink our hips here, arms up, gaze up towards the sky. And then now open up the back hand and come into warrior two. Checking to make sure that the front knee is still over the ankle. Now reverse the warrior, lift up through your left hand, and then now place your left hand on your forearm for extended side angle, stretching here, back to warrior two. Now come into cactus arms, and then cross those arms with the right on top, and push your arms away from your face for just a different variation of warrior pose. Uncross them, come back to warrior two, float the hands back down to the mat, bring that right leg back, just come back to downward dog, stretching out again. Now walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold, exhaling, inhaling halfway lift, flat back, exhaling back down again, reverse swan dive, strong legs, arms come all the way up, touching your fingertips and drawing them back down to our heart center. Let's do that flow again. Inhaling, we're going to lift our arms all the way up, sweeping them high, dropping them all the way down, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, plant those hands. This time step back with the right foot for warrior one on the left side. Our back leg is at a 45-degree, our back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Lifting up, sinking those hips. Don't forget to breathe. Now open up that back foot for warrior two. Strong arms here. Sinking still into that front knee. Dropping the back hand, lifting the left arm up for reverse warrior. Now dropping that left forearm. Coming to extended side angle, really reaching out through that right hand. Breathing. Coming back to warrior two. This time we're going to cross our hands the opposite way now with the other arm on top. Really pulling away those arms that are interlaced away from our face. And then uncrossing them, coming back to warrior two, and then back down to the mat. Another downward dog, really rooting through those fingertips. Making sure you're not carrying any tension in your neck, nodding your neck just to make sure. And bring your gaze up to the front of the mat and step up and come to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands back down, forward fold, and then reverse swan dive back up. Inhaling, big inhale. Exhale, dropping those hands back to heart center. And releasing the hold of your hands. We're going to come into tree pose now. So finding yourself grounded again, you're going to take that right foot and place it either above or below the knee. And bring our hands to our heart center, closing our eyes here if we feel the need to. Centering ourselves, grounding ourselves into the earth. Now take that right leg and try to wrap it around your left leg. If you can't wrap it fully, that's fine. You can always use your toes to prop yourself up for extra support. We're going to take our arms out to the side for our cactus arms, so really opening up through the chest. Maintaining your balance here. This is Cactus Pose. You can sink down a little bit deeper in your hips. Now cross your hands again with one arm on top of the other, trying to find those arms and sink even deeper bound eagle pose. Slowly coming out of that, breathing here, undoing the arms and legs. Again, finding our balance on the other side, taking that left foot, placing it on our right leg. Hands to heart center. Now opening up our arms for Cactus Pose, taking that left leg now, wrapping it around our right, trying to make a bind here. Sinking a little bit deeper into our hips. Now binding our arms the other way now, from our awkward way, and sinking down a little bit deeper in our hips, bound eagle pose, slowly coming out of that pose and doing the binds, coming back to standing. Now take your feet wider than your hips, and then slowly squat down for our yogi squat. Our toes are pointing out to the side. Use that tension you're creating with your hands to really push your knees away. Imagine yourself growing roots into the ground that the earth is giving you here. You are grounded, you are safe, you are fully supported. Just come, sit back down. We're going to slowly make our way down to the mat. Laying down here, keeping our arms out in cactus arms. Keep your feet as wide as the mat and start moving your knees from one side and then the other. No windshield wiper type of movement. Really stretching into the hips, to the legs. Breathing here. Allowing your body to let go of any remaining tension. Just hug your knees into your chest here. Nice little squeeze. Let's take a calf stretch. So straightening the legs. Place your hands on your calves or maybe behind your thighs. And just stretch. And then dropping the legs. Let's make our way to Shavasana Pose. So let your feet fall open. Arms come out to the side. Palms facing up. Just get comfortable here. Really root into the ground. Feeling how supported you are from the earth. You can repeat these affirmations after me. I feel fully supported. I am safe and grounded. All is well. I'm confident in who I am. I honor my sacred connection to the earth. And keep breathing deeply, letting your body sink into the earth with every inhale and every exhale. And come back to placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the solar plexus, or just keep your hands out to the side, touching the earth. Let go of any stress, worry, anxiety. Just fully letting the earth support you and take away anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Take a big deep stretch with the arms over your head. Deep inhale, rocking back up to seated position. Just find your way in easy seated pose again. One leg in front of the other. Bring your palms together over your heart center. Maybe stretching out your neck a little bit more. If you feel the need to. Letting go again of any stress, any tension. letting the earth take it. Deep inhales here. Maybe exhaling with a big sigh, letting go of any last remaining air that's trapped in your body. Deep inhales. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Happy Earth Day. I'll see you next month.